Check, check, check. Hey folks, Mitchell Brock with BTP Sports, and we're here at Super Bowl 49 here in Phoenix, and I'm standing here with former NFL defensive back, Mr. Sam Madison. Sam, thanks for joining us, man.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Out here on Radio Row, man, just living it up, man. And, you're seeing all different types of guys coming through, so whenever you see somebody, you better grab them, man, because they come in, they want to talk to you guys, so just have fun.
Yeah. I can see that, and everybody that we've grabbed so far, we've had Eugene Robinson and Kurt Warner, and everybody's been so receptive and so nice, man. Now, you've played in the Super Bowl, of course, like we talked about before we started, right here in Arizona. That's right. You were part of the famous New York Giants defense. That's right. That dethroned the undefeated New England Patriots.
18-1. 18-1. We had opportunity at the end of the season, week 17, we played the Patriots at home. And y'all remember that long pass Randy Moss had opportunity to catch, and they propelled them to an undefeated season. But, we fought our way and backed our way into the playoffs. Went down to Tampa Bay, won that game. Dallas Cowboy had a bye week. We ended up going on the road to beat the Cowboys, and then going and playing one of the coldest games in playoffs, and going to Green Bay and knock those guys off. So 11 straight on the road.
As customary, we like to get a shot of the rock. Go ahead and put the rock up for us.
Yeah, man, it's really special, man, because I say that we're the real first world champions, because that was the first inaugural season where we played in London. Right. The Giants played the Dolphins, who was my former team, right. And we went over. We won that game. Yeah, the field was torn up, but but just to have that experience, a lot of guys don't get an opportunity to even go. I played 3 years with Dan Marino. He went to a Super Bowl, didn't get one. Played over 18, 19 years, and thought that he was going to have opportunity to go back, never went back. So you have to take advantage of these opportunities when you get them, but they're not guaranteed to you at all.
Right. Now, you won your Super Bowl with the Giants, yes. But as I was saying to these guys that we walking over here, I said, people forget that you were part of, in my opinion, one of, if not the top corner tandems ever, with you and Pat Surtain. Yes. Y'all boys was cold. The Haynes and Hayes boys from the Raiders are about the only ones I'll put on that level.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, man. Now, how was it playing first of all, how was it to play with the legend, Dan Marino?
Man, it was fun, man. You had to be on your P's and Q's. Those games that I watched him play, but yet alone, like you talked about, myself and Patrick Surtain, man, we got some of the best reps in practice. You always talk to people, and we always talk about practice. Yeah, man, practice does make perfect, man. And, we pride ourselves, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Tim Bowens, Brock Marriott. Man, we practice, and we pride ourselves to being out there, getting better, honing up our skills. So when we got in the game, it was easier. We always talk about, the hardest thing is the practice. Yes. But once you get to the game, that's easy, that's fun. That's the time for you to go and have fun, and then just let your skills set just go and show for itself. But, Dan was a professional. He taught us, about the importance of giving back, but yet still taught us the importance of having that work ethic in practice, but yet still going out and be able to display it on the football field.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Going into that game, knowing that you guys had lost to the Patriots in Week 17, going into the Super Bowl, was that in the back of you guys' mind, and what was the mindset going into the Super Bowl?
Well, going into that game, the defensive line in that Week 17 matchup, Michael Strahan, O.C. Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, Barry Cofield, that line, they felt that they let the team down, and they felt that, you can't really say that they were or they weren't. They were holding, they were cheap shotting our defensive line, and, they put it on themselves. They was like, listen, Michael Strahan's like, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm not going to let that happen in that game if we have an opportunity to play these guys again. So leading up to the week, Michael Strahan had played in the Super Bowl before. He lost that game. We had a guy on defense that Michael Strahan had been to the Super Bowl and lost. Then we had somebody on offense. Amani Toomer had been there, and he didn't have an opportunity, to win it. So they had everybody nice and relaxed, but we were upset. because we lost that game early in the season. Tom Coughlin came to us early in the week and said, hey guys, we made the playoff. We had a lot of guys that were banged up. Do you think you want to put all of these guys on the field and go and play? Michael Strahan said, hand down, we're going to play this football game. And being that we went out, we played that game, we didn't give them our best or our all. So we went back, we watched that film. Steve Spagnuolo, he's went on to be a head coach. Now he's back with the New York Giants as a defensive coordinator. Came up with a great plan, but it was all about that defensive front. They were saying, we're going to get to Tom Brady, and that's where getting quarterbacks off the spot really came. 2007, 2008 season, making Tom Brady uncomfortable in the pocket, hitting him, rattling him, and then the secondary just knocking around the wide receivers. So that was the mentality. The defensive line saying, hey, we're going to get to the quarterback. We're going to hit this guy. Y'all just make sure that you make those tackles, get the guys on the ground, and, hey, the chips fall where they may. A couple of escapabilities by Eli Manning, the catch, David Tyree, Kevin Boss, who took over for Jeremy Shockey, who broke his leg early on in the season. Guys stepped up, next man up, and then Plexico Burress seals the deal.
Right. Now, from a personal perspective, the Super Bowl is what you work all your life to get to. At this point, the media week, didn't it seem like the game was like a month away with all the media stuff? It just, to me, I've just been here a little while, and it's already seeming like the game is so far away. Does that take a toll on your mental psyche as far as keeping your readiness for the actual football game?
Well, I never been. This was my first opportunity. So you get that first week, you're at your respective homes, and you are getting prepared for what you're trying to implement for the game. You're sitting there, you're doing that work. You know, it's going by fast. You're like, man, we're going to the Super Bowl. So in your mind, you're like, man, it's right there, man. We're going to have opportunity. But we kept everything the same. We were relaxed. We were the underdogs. We weren't supposed to win the game. So for us, a lot of us were just happy to be there, but we wanted to win the game, especially Michael Strahan, especially Amani Toomer, who'd been there and they lost it before. Michael Strahan, he retired before that season. We bought him out of retirement. And for us to go into that game and not come out victorious, it'll hurt really, really bad. But, you know, Michael Strahan, he said it. We went in there and we stomped them out.
I was just going to say, y'all went in there and y'all stumped them out. Well, I tell you what, Sam, we appreciate your time here at BTP Sports, man. Folks, Sam Madison, Mitchell Brock with BTP Sports, back to you.